Hey, what's up Team LCPS? This is your proud Superintendent Doug Straley coming at you today with our first official update of summer 2021. I hope you're all having a great summer and enjoying the excitement that comes after a successful school year. The purpose of today's video is to take a quick look at the latest mandates and guidelines that have been put into place by the Governor's Office and the VDH and how they affect us as we move through the summer and into the new school year. Since the pandemic began in March of 2020, we have aimed to communicate with you our plans every step of the way. When new guidelines are announced, our team works to adjust our plans and procedures for the road ahead. So today, I'll go over the latest executive order from the Governor's Office, Executive Order 79, which was put into place on May 28th, and the impact it has on our school division moving forward. We've promised to communicate with you anytime there's new information, and that's what we're doing right here today. And let's jump right into the details. First, let's look at Executive Order 79 and how it impacts our school division. As part of Executive Order 79, all physical distancing and capacity restrictions have been lifted in public schools here in Virginia. If the elimination of physical distancing remains in place at the start of the school year by the VDH and the Governor's Office, this will definitely help us out in many different ways as we plan for the new school year. It will assist with the way students are able to move throughout the school and in the classroom, and it will also help us by increasing the amount of students we can transport on our school buses. So while Executive Order 79 does state that fully vaccinated individuals do not have to wear face coverings, in most indoor settings, there are 3 areas where face coverings are required regardless of vaccination status, according to Executive Order 79. These 3 places are healthcare facilities, public transit, and public schools. So if school started tomorrow, based on the current mandates from the Governor's Office and the VDH, face coverings would still be required for students and staff while inside of our school buildings and on LCPS transportation. This is a mandate straight from the Governor's Office, and all public schools in Virginia are required to follow this mandate at this time. Now, this is very important. Keep in mind, things could change, and honestly, they probably will at some point this summer. But it's important for you to know the current guidelines in Virginia and how they affect our plan as we prepare for the road ahead. The VDH and the Governor's Office have indicated they will be updating the guidelines for schools in the coming weeks, as most schools across the nation and Commonwealth close out for the school year. We are eagerly awaiting this new guidance as we plan for the new year, and we will certainly communicate any and all changes as they come our way as well. So as we look ahead, let's discuss what instruction will look like for LCPS Summer School 2021, which starts up this coming Monday, June 14th. We'll go over these details and then we'll take a look at the 21-22 school year. For summer school, we will still utilize physical distancing as much as we can, even though it's no longer a requirement. We have a lot less students in our buildings for summer school, so it's going to be pretty easy for us to do this. Also, during summer school, face coverings will be required for all students and staff as part of the mandate in Executive Order 79. We're looking forward to getting our summer session underway next week. Next, let's recap what our current plans are for the 21-22 school year. And again, please remember that these plans will be revised as new orders and guidelines are announced in the upcoming weeks. Based on current guidance from the Governor's Office, we will not be utilizing physical distancing. It is no longer being recommended as a mitigation strategy. However, we will continue on with almost all of our health and safety procedures, like doing our morning health screenings, having staff and students take their temperature before entering the building, having hand sanitizer stations available on LCPS transportation and throughout our schools, and we'll continue to clean our buildings throughout the school day. We'll keep students spread out as much as we can, given the circumstances available, but again, we won't be utilizing physical distancing based on the guidance from the Governor's Office and the VDH. As I mentioned earlier, the fact that physical distancing isn't a requirement anymore is going to be a huge help for our transportation department, because it means we'll now be able to allow a lot more students on our buses, so every single student will once again have the opportunity to utilize LCPS transportation to and from school, if that's what they need. So now, as I said earlier, it's important to note that things change and guidance evolves. The governor's current executive order expires on June 30th. This means that somewhere around that time, we should get an update on what the expectation is for various mitigation strategies such as wearing face coverings, physical distancing, and things like that. What's important for you to know is that we're planning for any and all rules and guidelines that may or may not be in place when we start school on August 11th. We will be prepared. And as the governor's office and the VDH announce new guidelines, we'll make adjustments and get those details to you as soon as possible. So look for another communication in early July, and if not sooner. And as details are finalized, we'll also be releasing a comprehensive frequently asked questions page, so be on the lookout for that page in mid-July as well. We also understand that there are a lot of moving parts and you may have questions, and we're here to help. If you have a question about this upcoming school year, please use the link below this video to access our community questions form. Send it in and we'll get back to you with a response. So thanks for taking a few minutes to go over these details and look at the road ahead. We're really excited for the ways we're going to be supporting our students throughout the summer, and we're really excited to have students back in school in August. And again, the governor's office is expected to announce new guidelines in late June or early July. So we'll be back in touch with you around that time. Team LCPS, thanks again for your continued support and for trusting us throughout this entire process. We had a great 2021 school year, and when I think of the 21-22 school year, one word comes to mind: excitement. It's going to be a fun ride. Have a great day, Team LCPS. Thanks for all you do. Have a great summer, and we are Team LCPS.